Okay, so I have Nikita Lee, who is actually a candidate that attended one of our Microsoft recruitment events, and specifically, it was a Microsoft recruitment event or Microsoft advertising recruitment event in December, which was originally um, s- set out to be sort of a branding and pipelining event. But then, as we got closer to the event, the Microsoft advertising team said, "Hey, we've got some openings, so let's engage candidates as much as possible." So Nikita reached out to me. How did you hear about the event in the first place?
Actually, somebody reached out to me. I guess they must have seen my
Okay, somebody on
resume
my team.
there.
Yep, yep. So I
Hmm.
have my team. So what we do before every event is we email everybody that's already on our website and in our database from either past events or different things, just engaging with hbcuconnect.com. But then I also have my team for every event. I'll have my team go outside of our network to try to invite people and bring people in. So okay,
Yeah,
so
so that was my first time hearing about you all.
okay, so welcome, and I'm glad you did decide to attend the event. So I want you to kind of talk about, so now we know how you heard about it, but then I remember you reaching out to me to make sure that you got the details for the
I'm a
event.
saleswoman.
Yeah, so that, I mean, you're showing initiative. So talk about what it was like to attend the event, because what I want people to understand is that when we do these events with companies like Microsoft, that these are real opportunities. They're not just companies showing up to, just like at career fairs, you get a lot of companies
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
show
you're
up,
just
but they're
passing
not
your
really hiring,
resume
right?
and stuff.
Yeah. So these are actual intentional events. So I want you to talk about what it was like to attend the event, what you thought of the event, and then what happened after the event.
Okay. Well, I actually didn't know what to expect from the event. I thought it was really just going to be more of a spectator sport, and then we get instructions on where to send our resumes, maybe if we were interested, or kind of what to do next. And that, I mean, yes, that's what happened. And it wasn't. There was so much more that happened. I mean, there were some amazing alumni. I'm a Howard University alumni.
Okay.
And so one of the main speaker that night, she was a Howard University alumnus.
Yep. Yep.
And so I was excited, to see her. And then immediately I was on LinkedIn, just sending messages. I saw her name at the bottom, and I was on LinkedIn immediately, just reaching out to folks. So, I reached out to her and made connections. And then you all gave us an opportunity to be in breakout rooms with different people. And so I had no clue that was going to happen, so I just thought if I made my connection with her, then maybe that was next. So I go into this breakout room, and there are about, maybe 4 to 6 different sales execs. Now, someone was an account executive, like a salesperson who was there to talk to us about a day in the life. And then there were like global VPs and
From the
directors
Microsoft
on the
side.
West Coast on Microsoft side. Yes,
Okay.
like global VPs were in that breakout room. I mean, people with power to make things happen.
Oh yeah.
And so we were in there, and one of the first things they were encouraging us to do, almost, they were really like, please follow up, because only maybe one person follows up afterwards. And I was listening to this, like, what do you mean one person on average follows up? Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
And so, they gave us their emails. I took a screenshot of that, sent everybody emails, and went into LinkedIn and sent everybody messages just to make sure I touched all of them. But while I was in that breakout room, I asked a question, and then I was calm, just give everyone else an opportunity to speak, but no one was speaking up. Maybe one other person may have asked a question. So I saw that as my opportunity to ask all of my questions and engage them. And so by the end of that conversation, all 6 of them had said my name. All of them knew who I was. I later found out that they had had a conversation about me afterwards. So I made an impression. And that's what you want to do, because you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
Correct.
And so I didn't know that they were going to be in that room. These are the decision makers.
Yeah.
And so, met all of them, followed up. Every single person followed back up with me, everyone. So before I even started interviewing, I'd already had, about seven to eight contacts and connections that I'd made, via LinkedIn and stuff. And so I followed up with one gentleman, and he said, "Hey, can we have a conversation next week? I have some friends who have some positions opening." And so we had a conversation for him to kind of feel me out a little bit, I guess, before he made the recommendation.
Yep.
And so by the end of that conversation, he was just like, I have a friend who she has someone leaving. And even before, that happens, I'd love to connect you with her so she can meet you.
Yep.
And so this was also around like Christmas time. So in between Christmas and New Year's was incredibly slow. So once he made the introduction, she had let me know that she was available because things were slow for her. So that was also another opportunity to speak with her, before applying for that particular job, to learn more about it, learn more about her, share more about me and my family, learn about her family. It was amazing. And so by the end, I said, okay, so do I apply regularly? Do I send my resume to you? Like, what do you think I should do next?
Yep.
Could you see me as a great candidate,
Yep.
And she said, yes, I definitely would love for you to apply. So send your resume to me. And I was able to email my resume directly to her. And also she encouraged me to apply online. So by the time the recruiter saw my application come through, the recruiter had already had my resume.
Yep.
So that was very powerful.
Yep.
I say sometimes it feels like I came in from the top down.
Yeah. I mean, that's what these events are intended to be. That's what these events, these are like a special door into an opportunity. I think you recognize that, and so kudos to you. So just to give people a little bit of context, what type of background do you have? And then for the role that you ended up interviewing for, what kind of role was it?
Well, I've been in sales for over 10 years now, and I've been in digital advertising sales for about 6 to 7 years now, about
Okay.
6 to 7 years.
Okay.
So that's with online advertising. So I've been a premier partner with Google and Facebook, all those different things with certifications, and work with some pretty big companies. So I'm in the digital marketing and advertising sales space. And so that's pretty much what I've already been doing. And so in this space, it would be something very similar in the Microsoft advertising space, but I'm actually serving as a partner sales executive. So it is a big step up
Okay.
as well. So I'll be working with, corporate partners of Microsoft and servicing those accounts.
Okay. So tell us what happened. So you had the interview, and did you get an offer? Did you get the job?
Yes. I got it.
That's what like to be like, I don't know if people realize it or not, but my team, myself, we work really, really hard to pull these events off. Because for one, my reputation is on the line every time we do these events. So when I have good people like you that come to the events, you make me look good. And this makes all of the hard work that we do to get people to come to these events makes it worthwhile, especially when you come back and say, hey, I had a chance to connect, had an interview, and then you got the job offer. And so now you're going to start at Microsoft. When do you start?
I start March 15th.
March 15th. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you, proud. And, when you reached out and sent me the email, it made my day. So thank you for that. And thank you for sharing. So you got to keep in touch and kind of let us know how things go. But this sort of testimonial, I think, will go a long way for the next person that's thinking about coming to one of our events, wondering if these are, real opportunities. You're proof positive that these are real opportunities.
Yeah. And if I could just say something to you, I know I've said it in email and stuff like that, but now I see you, I could actually say it to you. And I just want to say thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Because this opportunity financially is changing my son's life.
Hey, that just makes everything better, for us to understand that. But no, thank you.
It just accelerated my career,
Excellent. So you have to stay in touch. I'm sure like what I'm going to ask to happen is that the next time we engage with Microsoft advertising and we do an event, I'm going to ask that they bring you back as part of the panel discussion.
I'm open. Let's do it.
So looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to more good news. We've had people that have been hired on from a lot of our different events in the past. And sometimes we don't always hear back, but a lot of times when we do hear back, we hear some crazy good things that happen, like people that come on board and then 2 years later, they've been promoted 2 times and they're in a whole different stratosphere as far as earning power, as far as influence, and as far as just making a difference, with the skill set that they bring to the table from their HBCU experience. So the only thing I'm going to say is you should have went to the real HU.
That's it. I've heard that before as well, but hey, it's real. I got a degree. It's
No,
really.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I believe Howard was the first. We were HIU. I went to
Oh,
Hampton.
are you talking about Hampton?
Yeah.
Wait, you're a Hampton alum. Are you a
Yeah.
Hampton alum? Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that. Yes.
Yeah. I went to Hampton. So
I
no,
forgot
but
like the real HU.
so I'm super proud of you and super happy for you. And anytime you get some good news, please shoot me an email.
I will. Thank you all so much. Thank you to your team. You all are excellent and amazing. Anybody, definitely make sure you take advantage of these HBCU Connect events. They
Thank you.
can change your life.